most of the meteor showers are free of moonlight this year, except for the Perseids. So I hope you saw them in 2016. Anyway, even in spite of that, it's supposed to be a weak shower. Anyway, it's only predicted to be 50 per hour at best, even if the moon wasn't out. This should be an extraordinary year for comets, though. All of these comets are expected to be visible in binoculars. In fact, some of them, one of them, the one in the middle, 45P. Bill, I think we'll keep you. It's already visible, and some people have already seen it through our telescopes. So. Now, for this month, we have the sky report. The brightest object you'll see in the southwest is certainly Venus. On the 12th, that object that's up to the upper left of it is Mars. And the reason I mention the 12th is if you aim a telescope at Venus, you'll get also the planet Neptune, which is ordinarily kind of hard to find. It's 14,000 times fainter than Venus. But it doesn't take a big telescope to spot it, and it does have a distinctive kind of ghostly blue color to it. The comet 45P. I don't know how you do it.
Someone up here also said it. What?
Конечно, это был я.
Say it again?
Sakova.
Oh, they're just having a conversation.
Well, I can say Honda. Anyway, this comet will actually brighten more in February, so we'll also have a chance to see it then. And this is a picture taken on December 31st in Italy of the comet.
So, a quick question. If you're happening to be traveling, like, globally, how do you get, like, you're showing the sky report for here.
Well,
if you're in Europe...
Yeah, actually anywhere where the latitude is similar, say the same latitude range that the U.S. is, this is going to work pretty well for it. Something like an eclipse, you have to be in a specific spot for, at least for a solar eclipse. Lunar eclipse, anybody who can see the moon can see it. So generally these things are pretty applicable, at least in the northern hemisphere. Okay, now this time of year, if you look up to the south, we see the constellation Orion the Hunter. And if you aim binoculars at it, we see the belt. And down below, you can easily see the nebula. Yeah. Even with your eye, it can look like a fuzzy cloud, but not hard to find. And again, Vanessa, using her Samsung 7, right? It didn't explode, but she did get this picture while she was demonstrating our telescope to people on the lawn. So smartphones have really come a long ways. This is a sketch from a dark sky location with a reflecting telescope back in 1987 when there were dark skies within an hour of Griffith Observatory.
And this was made by a famous astronomer named
Tony Cook.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's his sketch. There's Vanessa's. I mean, that's pretty great.
And then in the morning sky, Jupiter is up in the south just before dawn. This is a recent image of Jupiter by a Japanese amateur, but at the same time, another Japanese amateur made a sketch of it, which shows amazingly similar detail. So well-made sketches that are timed can record scientifically valuable data. On the 25th, if you look, you'll find the very thin crescent moon before sunrise in the southeast. Above it, Saturn, and below the planet Mercury. And finally, on Monday, if the weather holds out, SpaceX is cleared to launch now their Falcon 9 rocket with 10 Iridium satellites on it. And what's neat is it's launching from Vandenberg, so if it's clear, you may be able to see it rise in the west, come up about 12 degrees, which is like a fist and a half if you clench it and hold it above the horizon. You may, with binoculars, even see the reignition of the booster as it heads back towards the southwest, below the horizon, where waiting should be the drone ship. Because I Still Love You, I believe is the one they're using.
We love you too, Tony.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.